Welcome back, Burnout Teachers. Today's lesson will be about how travel is education. I know in this video the issue of privilege will come up because I know a lot of people say, well, travel is expensive, so that's something that is only limited to the people who can afford it. I do think there are ways that you can implement travel as education with your kids, with your students, in a way that you don't even necessarily have to leave where you are. For example, if it's in your classroom, invite in a parent or a staff member who is from a different country and travel to that country with your students. Have them bring in the food that they eat. Have them transform your classroom so that it is modeling what that country would be like, and have the person who is from that country really be the facilitator. Also, there are other ways you can do this by going to community events in your city. That's also another way you can travel. And I think the idea of travel is not necessarily, oh, I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to another country. It could just be being in a different space where you're exposed to ideas and people who are different than you. And I think that's where the core ideal of why travel is education. It's being able to be in a space that's different, to be adaptable, to shift your circumstances and shift how you interact with people, and leading with kindness and respect, and using that as a tool to grow and open your own mind. Being able to go to different countries and seeing the similarities and differences and how there are certain core values that do connect us all is a really important exposure for kids to have, to realize that although we live in different countries and we may have different cultures, we're all a part of this earth and a part of this global community. And there is so much that connects us all. And so really leading with the ideals of compassion, love, and kindness as something that binds us all together, I think is so important. And when we reinforce those values in our classroom, I think that is so essential to allowing kids to develop those ideals as core principles and values within themselves. And then when they do have the experience of being able to travel or being confronted with difference, they can use those values of love, compassion, kindness, respect as a way to connect with others. Education is also experience. It's also learning from people, from their experiences, and deciphering the information and using that so that you can live a more purposeful life and be more open and tolerant to other people. Love to hear in the comment sections any places where you all have traveled and how it was a meaningful experience for you in terms of your education on life, and maybe as a kid how you experienced travel in a different way than you did it as an adult. Also, please share any ways that you try to expose your kids to travel in your classroom so that we can all share our ideas and help to make a positive impact on our students.